Susie, it's lovely to sit down to talk with you. Let's reflect a bit on the 2024 season, where we are right now. From the outside, it feels like the series has really taken a step forward this year. Seems like you've really elevated your presence within motorsport. But how do you look back on the season so far?
With immense pride. I think the team did a great job. I had a huge vision in my head last year, obviously to get the 10 Formula One teams on board, to race only with Formula One. And there was a moment in Jeddah when I saw all the liveries on the grid and I realised that we were there, that we'd done it. There's still a lot more that I want to achieve, but I feel like we're on a very good way.
Let's talk about 2025. Tell us where we're going. Where will we be visiting?
Well, it's interesting when you try to put a calendar together, because obviously I have a bit of a wish list. We try to do it as an efficient way of how we go around the world. But it also comes down to the promoters. Who believes in our mission? Where can we do lots of off-track, discover your drive activities? And the promoters that have come forward and we're racing with next season really believe in what F1 Academy is about. And that's where we can have impact. It's not just about coming to a race weekend and doing 2 races and then leaving again. It's what we can do when we're on the ground, how we can inspire, how we can integrate with the whole Grand Prix weekend. And I'm really pleased to say that it will be even bigger and better than it was this year. We open in China, which is of course a very important market. We then go to Saudi, which was our opening race this year. They've been hugely supportive of F1 Academy from the very beginning. Miami, what a race that was this year. So happy to be going back. A new race, Montreal. It's one of my favorites, so very happy that we're heading to Canada for the first time. Then we come back to Europe. We do Zandvoort, which was a great success this year, a challenging track for the drivers. Then we come back to Singapore, which is always great. And then the new addition, which I'm really, really excited to have on the calendar, is Las Vegas for our season finale. They only have one support slot, and a big thank you to Renee, the CEO of Las Vegas, and Emily Fraser, because that slot is ours next year, and that will be a huge moment for F1 Academy.
From a racing perspective, which of the circuits next year do you think might be more challenging for our drivers?
Well, I don't make it easy for our drivers because we have 4 very challenging street circuits. And street circuits are tough. We have limited testing, and obviously if you make a mistake, there's a big penalty to pay. But we've got a great testing program built in within the season. So away from those Grand Prix weekends, there's 15 test days, which gives the drivers a lot of time to keep developing between the races. But overall, I think we have a really good mix of tracks, which are definitely on the challenging side.
One last question for you. If we were to fast forward 5-10 years down the line, what does success in F1 Academy look like for you?
Success is women around the world, whether that's in a motorsport paddock or elsewhere, saying, I was inspired by F1 Academy. And that can be in other industries, it can be in this sport. In this sport, I would love a few women to at least say, well, I'm here because of F1 Academy. But I think our mission is much wider than just being a race series. I think we can inspire and empower young women to think differently and to see that what is perceived as quite a male-dominated environment, it's not. This is a place that's just as welcoming to women as it is men.
Well, I can't wait to sit down with you in the future and look back on it. Thank you so much, Susie, for chatting.